It'll carry him through the day, today, and then we'll come back and feed him again tomorrow.
But until the water recedes, the cows can't be rescued, and 2 will probably have to be put down.
Buddy, what are you thinking now?
Just thinking, I hate this to be the last image that I have.
Flood insurance? Buddy Allen doesn't have any for this land. He didn't think he needed it. Watching the last survivor of his herd, Buddy vows he won't quit. He will go on. But right now, he just doesn't know how. Randall Pinkston, CBS News, Greenville, North Carolina.
Still ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News, a revolutionary treatment that could restore fertility in some women. Why Americans are buying guns this year at a record pace. And we'll give you a look back at the life of one of Hollywood's most powerful actors.
What should you do if you're having a heart attack? First, call an ambulance, then take Bear aspirin. Now, Bear may help stop you from dying when taken during a heart attack. Talk to your doctor now. Bear, powerful pain relief, and so much more.
We ate Quaker oatmeal for 30 days, and it helped both of us lower our cholesterol 17 points. You'd think we want to eat something different after 30 days of oatmeal. But you know what they say.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Quaker oatmeal warms your heart and soul.
It's revolutionary, state-of-the-art. It's the wind tunnel by Hoover that's self-propelled, so it almost works by itself. Tests show wind tunnel picks up more dirt than any other clean air upright.
Hoover, nobody.
And you can get a wind tunnel that's self-propelled.
Does it like you?
Wind tunnel by Hoover.
Ask your doctor about Viagra.
A mystery in space. One of America's unmanned spacecraft is missing and presumed lost on another planet. NASA's first interplanetary weather satellite, the Mars Climate Orbiter, was sent to monitor the red planet's atmosphere. It apparently burned up in it today instead. The satellite may have come too close to the Martian surface as it was beginning final approach to circle the planet. On a much more earthly concern tonight, a medical milestone of sorts, it may prove to be a new way to counteract one of the cruelest side effects of cancer treatment in younger women. And the implications don't stop there. CBS's Elizabeth Caledon reports for you on a pioneering advance in transplant surgery.
The surgery, the first and only ovary transplant ever performed on a woman, took place last February at New York Methodist Hospital. Today, though, doctors are finally confident that it worked.
I would characterize that this procedure showed the early signs of success.
The patient, 30-year-old Margaret Lloyd Hart, lost both of her ovaries, but had frozen one of them in the hopes that one day she could replace it. Her main goal at the time was to relieve the symptoms of premature menopause.
I'd like to get normal cycles going again, like to sleep well again. Yeah, and just get on with my dance career.
Dr. Octay had studied ovary implantation in animals for years, and Margaret agreed to let him try his technique on her. Before the implantation could even begin, an equally delicate procedure took place in this lab, where tiny fragments of Margaret's frozen ovarian tissue were thawed out and carefully stitched back together. The patchwork of ovarian tissue was then surgically inserted and attached to the original location of the removed ovary. It was stimulated with fertility drugs, and about 4 months later, the transplanted ovary produced a mature egg.
And up until I saw the first egg developing, I didn't believe, I hoped, but I didn't believe that we could reach this result this soon.
Fertility specialists warn this is not a magic procedure to reverse either menopause or infertility, but instead fulfills a very distinct need.
It would only be a cure for those undergoing premature menopause based on chemotherapy, radiation, or surgery, where their natural fertility would be interrupted.
Still, the breakthrough carries great potential for women who have long been held hostage by the biological clock, raising the possibility that one day both motherhood and menopause could be postponed. Elizabeth Caledon, CBS News, New York.
In the 3 days since the earthquake in Taiwan, more than 2,000 people have been rescued, but hope is fading for any more survivors. The official death toll now stands at 2,100, but nearly 2,000 more remain unaccounted for. The earthquake destroyed more than 6,000 homes. The government of Taiwan said today it will spend $32 million to build temporary shelters. Coming up next on CBS Eye on America, why 1999 is going out with a boom in gun sales.
Quick Dissolve Maalox contains calcium.
Get more calcium than regular Tums with new Maalox Quick Dissolve Chewable Antacid.
The calcium is an added plus, definitely.
And it dissolves faster than Tums.
I can't improve on that.
Quick Dissolve your heartburn away and get more calcium.
50 is beautiful. And to stay that way, Pro Vital Perfecting Moisturizer. It evens out skin tone with a hint of sheer color, so you're radiant, glowing. Pro Vital from Olay, proven to be why women over 50 look so wonderful.
Love at first sight. What's that based on? Have you ever looked at someone and said, check her out, she looks loyal? Or, whoa, look at the morals on that guy. No, love at first sight is based on something else. Sight. Introducing the all-new 2000 Mitsubishi Eclipse, nicely equipped at 17.7. You'll even love what's on the inside.
This spray can make more of a difference than you ever imagined.
Mommy, don't have to pick on Matt and Jennifer. They're still sick.
It can help make a difference in how many school days your kids miss this cold season. Just do what pediatricians do in their own homes. Zap those hot spots and kill the cold bug with Lysol disinfectant spray. It kills 99.9% of germs in seconds. Night and day, Lysol spray helps protect. You have our word on it.
About free computers, but we haven't actually seen one. Not one with a monitor, a year of internet, 24-hour tech support, and a printer. Like a Gateway Essential PC with an Intel Celeron processor. Call us. For $28 a month, it's a PC you can believe in.
We have an update on last night's American Dream report about Dr. Clarence Sutton, the surgeon who saved the life of a child wounded in the Jewish daycare center shooting in California. 5-year-old Benjamin Kadish got out of the hospital today, and he went home in style, in a fire truck. Benjamin will have to return to the hospital for more surgery and physical therapy. Something curious is happening as this year comes to an end. There's been a big jump in gun sales, and there's speculation it might have at least something to do with the calendar. CBS News correspondent Jim Stewart looked into this for tonight's Eye on America.
Bad guy. That's a sound that gets your attention real quick.
Gun merchants haven't had any trouble selling shotguns this year. In fact, in recent weeks, they've had no trouble selling much of anything. For reasons no one can fully explain, America is headed for a record year in gun sales, beating even the industry's best estimates.
I think when the year is over, and we're just entering the busiest part of the year now, when the year is over, 15% or so.
Or an estimated 375,000 additional rifle, pistol, and shotgun sales, on top of the 2.5 million sales already forecast for this year. And there is growing evidence that what's driving those new sales is fear over what happens 99 days from now when the ball falls and Y2K is upon us. Researchers at the Pro Gun Control Violence Policy Center, for example, point to recent gun magazine stories urging readers to buy at least 2 rifles apiece for Y2K, and there's even a special Y2K edition being offered by one manufacturer.
The reality is that fear sells guns, and for the gun industry, what could be better than thought of the end of the world and collapse of civilization as we know it?
And that's precisely the scenario painted in many of the 223 Y2K books currently on the market. Get ready, warn the books. Computer failures will shut down electric utilities, prison gates will swing open at midnight, terrorist attacks will occur in larger cities, and wild dog packs will roam the streets. and many of these books recommend stockpiling weapons as a precaution.
The gun industry is trying to sell guns, I think, to two groups. One is the scared and kind of the scary. And the question is, when New Year's Day rolls around, how those two groups react.
Gun retailers say they're seeing an especially high demand for .223 caliber military-style rifles and close-end defense weapons like the shotgun. Ammunition sales have also soared. One Midwest distributor reported selling 9,000 cases, or 9 million rounds, in just 2 days. Several Y2K authors declined to talk with us about their predictions and gun recommendations, but the industry says it does not agree with the scare tactics.
We do not think that's right, and we do not encourage anyone to purchase a firearm in anticipation of Y2K chaos. In part because we don't think it's going to happen, and in part because it would be totally inappropriate.
The real concern to lawmen out of all this is the fear factor. Their own worst Y2K nightmare is that come New Year's Eve, a wide range of Americans will buy into the hype by these fearmongers and will literally hide behind their doors, armed to the teeth, ready to shoot first and ask questions later. In Washington, this is Jim Stewart for Eye on America.
Coming up next on the CBS Evening News, Russia's grandmothers standing guard against an unseen enemy.
Fortunately, there's Nasonex nasal spray, an effective nasal allergy prescription medicine taken once a day to relieve nasal allergy symptoms, indoors and out. Now that's wonderful. The most common side effects were headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing.
Raisin Bran, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? That Raisin Bran has less than half your folic acid for the day. Even less of your zinc.
That's a weenie breakfast, Frank.
There's almost no vitamin E at all. Looks like you need total Raisin Bran. Just one bowl gives you 100% of 10 important vitamins and minerals you need for the day. No other Raisin Bran comes close.
Attaboy, Frank.
And there's room for my spoon.
Total Raisin Bran, total cornflakes. What are you getting for breakfast?
Try new Genuine Bear Gel Caps, the only gel cap that can help save your life. New Bear Gel Caps, powerful pain relief, and so much more.
When it comes to your health, never compromise, even when choosing a laxative. You need one that's strong enough to work overnight, but also gentle. Try doctor-recommended Dulcolax. It's both strong and gentle. It even has a special comfort coating to protect your stomach. In fact, doctors recommend Dulcolax most, more than Correctol and Senecot combined. Don't compromise. Get strong, get gentle, get doctor-recommended Dulcolax. And for strong and gentle relief in minutes, get Dulcolax suppositories.
Indonesia is plunging into another round of deadly political violence. Students battled with police across the country today in a wave of protests against the Indonesian military. Thousands of students tried to storm the parliament after it passed a bill allowing the military to revoke civil liberties during an emergency. At least 3 demonstrators were reported killed. More than 50 were injured, some with bullet wounds. The Russian military is mounting a full-scale war now against Islamic rebels in southern Russia. The Kremlin says the rebels are responsible for a series of deadly terror bombings. CBS News Moscow correspondent David Hawkins has the latest.
Russia stepped up its airstrikes against Chechen villages today, where Islamic guerrillas are staging attacks into the neighboring Republic of Dagestan. Russian warplanes also bombed the airport in Grozny, the Chechen capital. More than 15,000 Russian soldiers have been sent to seal off the border. The Kremlin blames the rebels for a series of apartment bombings in Moscow and 2 other Russian cities. Nearly 300 people have died in those explosions. Russia's Prime Minister, Vladimir Putin, said today that Chechen terrorists have received $30 million from Osama bin Laden, the alleged mastermind behind the bombings of U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, and a military barracks in Saudi Arabia. The Chechen president calls those charges ridiculous, and the rebel leaders deny any responsibility for the bombing of Russian civilians. Still, Russian authorities have launched a nationwide security crackdown. Police have detained more than 11,000, mostly dark-skinned people from the country's southern regions. 5 Chechen men have been arrested on flimsy evidence. All across the country, people have organized patrols to check basements, change the locks, and keep an eye out for strangers. Most Russians have lost faith in their government's ability to protect them, so they've taken matters into their own hands. At number 54 Gilyarskova Street in Moscow, that means taking turns at guard duty. Russia's grandmothers are the country's first line of defense. We have to protect ourselves, says 72-year-old Nina Petrovna. The police just don't have the strength to protect us. The conflict in Chechnya is far removed from the lives of most people here. But the apartment bombings, whether or not the Chechens are to blame, has brought the terror of war into every Russian home. David Hawkins, CBS News, Moscow.
Up next on the CBS Evening News, remembering the man who played Patton.
A nightmare in the snow.
I need strong arthritis relief. I want soft skin. Now I get both.
Introducing new Arthricare hand and body lotion. Fast relief of minor arthritis pain plus special skin softeners. Arthricare lotion. Pain relief plus moisturizers.
All in one.
Quaker oatmeal is like a lifeguard. It's always there for you. And after we ate it for 30 days, it helped lower our cholesterol 23 points. So you could say it's a real lifesaver. And it sure is yummy. Quaker oatmeal warms your heart and soul.
Hey, I'm at the hottest club in Chicago to talk about dandruff. Hey, anyone got dandruff?
No, I haven't.
Oh, see, no.
Yeah, whatever. Someone's lying.
Flakes are normal, and they're easy to get rid of, big guy. Hey, you want to get shampooed with Dandruff Control Perk Plus?
Serious? It's like 12 o'clock at night.
It helps prevent dandruff. So even if you don't have it, you won't have it. And I think you're going to want to use it on a regular basis.
I love it. So nice.
Oh, baby. That's Perk Plus Dandruff Control. Come on, let us wash your hair. We can change your mind.
Ask your doctor about Viagra.
This spray can make more of a difference than you ever imagined. It can help keep your home a healthy place around the clock. You know Lysol kills germs, but did you know it kills 99.9% of harmful bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella in seconds before somebody gets sick? No wonder so many hospitals trust it. At the end of the day, no spray helps protect like Lysol disinfectant spray. You have our word on it.
In Moscow today, farewell to a lady. Mikhail Gorbachev kissed his wife Raisa for the last time before her burial in Russia's most prestigious cemetery. A big crowd turned out. Raisa was unpopular in Russia during her days as Gorbachev's outspoken first lady, but the couple got an outpouring of sympathy and respect during her final illness, leukemia. In California, an autopsy today found that actor George C. Scott died suddenly of a ruptured aneurysm. Scott was 71. George C. Scott played hundreds of parts on the stage, screen, and television in a career that spanned nearly 50 years. But his best-known film roles were two generals. In 1964, he was General Buck Turgidson, the loudmouth nuclear warrior in Dr. Strangelove.
A big plane like a 52. Vroom! It's jet exhaust, frying chickens in the barnyard.
In 1970, he played the World War II hero General George S. Patton.
Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for a man who lost and laughed.
Scott, once a Shakespearean stage actor, said he found movie acting tedious and only did it for the money. He won an Academy Award for Patton, but declined to accept it. Scott was an actor from the old school. He was married 5 times, acknowledged a drinking problem, and said his gravelly voice came from too many cigarettes. George C. Scott, the man who played Patton, dead at 71. And that's part of our world tonight. I'll be back later here on CBS with the season premiere of 48 Hours. Susan Spencer has a preview for you.
He stole their hearts and then their money. Deanna thought Matt was the man of her dreams, but so did dozens of others. And the stories he told.
He was a race car driver, a pilot, a Navy SEAL.
Will they get revenge? Tonight on 48 Hours.
Mr. Wonderful, 48 Hours, 10 o'clock, 9 Central Time here on CBS. For the CBS Evening News, Dan Rather reporting. Hope to see you again soon on 48 Hours.
For news 24 hours a day, CBS.com on the internet and on our interactive partner, America Online, at keyword CBS News.
Take a look at the biggest sport utility vehicle ever. 7 feet high, 19 feet long, over 4 tons.
You can sleep in it, you can cook in back there with the PowerPoint, so you really don't need a house anymore, do you?
But before you get out your checkbook, we'll show you some things they never mentioned in the brochure tomorrow on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Discover a new way to spot outdated meat tomorrow on This Morning. Experience CBS News.